The manga that I have discovered today, I genuinely do not know how it's legal. At least in America, we have things like copyright laws that protect series and ideas and things. Apparently, Japan does not have that because I found a series today that is the most blatant ripoff of other mangas. It is actually mind blowing. So, today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about Tokyo Duel. Now, the name already, it kind of sounds like Tokyo Ghoul. That's a little bit funny for you, but it has nothing to do with Tokyo Ghoul. It's not anything like Tokyo Ghoul. However, what it is very much like is a manga that I love dearly, Kengan Ashura. And I'm going to break it down for you exactly what the hell is going on here. So, the concept, if you are unfamiliar with Kengan Ashura, first of all, what the heck are you doing? Go watch the anime, go read the manga. Why are you even here if you haven't seen Kengan Ashura or read it? But the concept is companies all around the world use these secret fights, these Kengan matches, as ways to settle commercial disputes, right? So when a new building needs to get built, instead of just deciding it based on bids put in by the companies, they're decided by Kengan battles. Each company has one designated fighter, and companies decide things based on one-on-one disputes. That's how it works. It's basically a secret world of gladiatorial fights. In Tokyo Duel, it is essentially the same thing, except for the battles are all for railway stations, like subway stations, and the bigger stations can afford to just pay out money, I suppose, and smaller stations risk getting absorbed by bigger stations, and they are settled with, you guessed it, one-on-one fights. Who would have freaking thought? We have so many similarities already with Kengan Ashura. The core concept is essentially the exact same, but I'm going to show that they go even a step further in ripping off Kengan Ashura, and they also rip off Record of Ragnarok, which is really crazy. But let's finish out the Kengan Ashura similarities, because there's a character that is so perfect to give an example of for how hard this series rips off Kengan Ashura, and yeah, I mean, Kengan Omega, kind of. Kengan Omega is a little bit different. It takes a series in a different place. But Kengan Ashura, for certain, is what inspired this manga. And there's a character in Kengan Ashura. He represents the fictional Disneyland equivalent in the Kengan universe. And his whole character is that he's obsessed with the mascot. He absolutely loves it. It is what drives his core being. And he likes to I'm not going to say cosplay because it's technically his job. He likes to dress up like the mascot. He's very passionate about it, but on the inside, he's a really scary guy, and he scares everyone that's around him. Well, wouldn't you know it, in Tokyo Duel, there is someone who his whole thing is that he works with pandas at the zoo. He loves pandas, and he loves dressing up as them. But lo and behold, he's a big fucking scary guy. So, there's one character that is a blatant ripoff, which okay. I hear what you're saying. That's not that crazy. I mean, that might have probably been possibly maybe done before. Okay, I'll give it to you. I've been reading manga for a long time now, though, and I've read many, many of them in the similar vein of Kengan Ashura, right? People fighting each other. What I have never seen is a character like in Record of Ragnarok, Zeus. If you've read Record of Ragnarok, you know that Zeus starts as a frail little old man. He just looks like someone that you could kill by pushing him over with any amount of force. But when he starts fighting, he goes big mode. He gets extraordinarily jacked. He like pumps up to 3 times his size. Pretty crazy, right? But he has like his ultimate form where he takes all of his skin and muscle and squeezes it and compresses it to become much thinner and really gross looking. Well, what if I were to tell you that that exact same thing is in Tokyo Ghoul? God damn it, I keep wanting to call it Tokyo Ghoul. Pick a better name for this series. Tokyo Duel is too close. Anyways, what if I told you that that exact same thing happens in Tokyo Duel? There is this little old man. He looks frail. He looks like, what the heck is he doing here? He shouldn't be fighting. Oh, look at that. He just became super giant and muscular. He's freaking jacked. Wait a minute. Now look at what he did. He is all compressed and weird now for his second and final form. Now that is pretty interesting. So to give a little bit of background on Tokyo Duel, this is the first series by this author. I believe his name is like Yamada Toshiaki or something like that. Yeah, that's close enough. And it started in like mid-August 2020, so just about a year, slightly over a year ago. For the record, Kengan Ashura started in 2012, so 8 years prior to Tokyo Duel, and Record of Ragnarok in 2017, so 3 years prior. It's frighteningly similar, and it came so long after that I really don't give him the benefit of the doubt, right? In 2020, both of these series were popping off. Record of Ragnarok and God damn it, Tokyo Ghoul. Not Tokyo Ghoul. Kengan Ashura and Record of Ragnarok were both popping off. So I think this guy went, what if I just did exactly that? I can't say this for sure because I haven't read every single thing. I am not omnipotent. I'm not omniscient. But this is by far the most blatant ripoff I have ever seen in manga. I'm genuinely kind of baffled because does Japan not have copyright laws? Because that shit exists in the US, and if you did something like this in America, you would be owned. The company that owns Kengan Ashura and Record of Ragnarok be like, well, hold on, what the fuck are you doing? You can't do that. No, no, no. Cease and desist, sir, or give us hella money. But apparently Japan's like, hell, whatever, man, what the hell? Just do whatever you want. Sure, go for it. I think 42 chapters at this point have come out for Tokyo Duel, and the art is good. Like, this is a genuine, this isn't like some dude just made this as like a webcomic. This is like a legitimate manga that has top tier art. Clearly there is money behind it for 42 chapters of this level to have come out in a year. So it's been over one chapter a month. It's been like 2 chapters a month pretty much. But I know what you're thinking. I know what you want to know. You have that burning question in the back of your mind. You're like, well, listen, Squid, sure, it's the biggest ripoff ever, but is it good? Does it take those 2 series that it blatantly ripped off, and does it make them better? And the answer is no, it does not. Not at all. It's much worse. It's significantly worse than both of them. As always, thank you guys for watching. Join the Discord, go to my stream, link in the dang description. The stream schedule is up on screen now. I would very much appreciate it